I'm Lira from Lira University. Year 1 in Winfrey. I've come along with my fellow students that I want to introduce themselves. I'm called Adin Scorebook.
I'm Komake Chino.
I'm Sima Martin.
Where Jesse?
Yes, thank you. Now, the reason why we are here today, as you are aware, our community is affected with a condition which is called diabetes. You have ever heard about it. So, we have discovered that diabetes is a major condition which is affecting people worldwide, countrywide, and mainly in our community. We have decided to come and at least share with you and see how to fight this condition.
That is the chairman coming. It's taking a lot of time.
Sorry, I wanted to go inside first. I don't know what's happening. What's wrong with Africans?
But as if we normally communicate, why don't you actually
Let me call you.
when we get to know?
I don't have time. I'm ready. Let me call you.
Yes, please.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but this time you're behaving in a manner that is very weird.
Really, nowadays I'm not fine at all.
Looking weak, the commentator I used to know is very different now. You've lost weight, just...
Really, I've lost weight, but I always eat a lot. I eat more than I used to eat.
You must be joking.
And that
How
is...
can you tell me you eat a lot yet you're losing weight every day? These days you're looking like grass.
I fail to understand this. That's the only thing you have seen, huh? You saw me moving out.
I've been seeing you moving up and down. I wonder what is going on. You're
Nowadays,
over
I urinate several times a night. I have to look out at least 4 times. Just last night, I was almost beaten by this mother. They call me Hongeha. I was almost killed. Then this morning, I only sweat just a small compound there. And now I'm feeling very tired.
Have you visited the doctor?
That's what I've not yet done.
I think you need to, because I remember I had a neighbor, actually that neighbor of mine, he presented with similar signs and symptoms like you have, but he was advised to go to the health center. He went there, they treated him, and he's now on medication, but he's improving slowly by slowly. They told me he had, it's called over sugar in blood. It's something I don't really understand, yeah. I think, because he also had the same signs like you presented with now.
So that person also drinking a lot of water like me here.
The other one, he was almost becoming blind.
Hey!
He was losing weight, the mouth was dry, it was just too bad. But
Those are the
it's now
things.
improving, and I think you should also visit the doctor.
Really, I need to do that. Those are the things that are exactly happening with me now. No. Can you help me? Can you help me? You take me to the hospital.
We are not coming to the hospital. I have a lot of work, but anyway, I will see.
Yeah, please help me.
Okay, let's
I'm
move
not
on.
living this way.
Friends, you know what? Chairman is not coming as a program. He has been postponed. Okay, but after all, I wanted to go home and visit my husband. But we need.
Yes, you can take me there now. But I need to get water before I can reach the hospital.
Hey, you're here. Yes.
I also come here.
Yes, I went to visit my husband. He's sick.
What happened?
Nowadays, he has many problems. That's why I was not concerned.
But how can you be looking very healthy like this when you are back in such shape?
Idea. That is just from here. Fine. The way you
Still,
saw me
you're going too fast. Don't you think you're becoming obese?
obese, good feeling, money is nothing.
Mama, we pray for you.
Yes, at home there is enough money. My husband, that was a gift just from God. You know what? At home there is a full sack of sugar. Cooking oil, you buy in 20 liters. Don't have to open.
Lucky you.
Ruben, just liquid. Everything is just okay.
With bottles of soda, some of us are
And this
just
is
drinking
the
water.
one. Just get one. We buy in wholesale. My
a bit late today, but we have been doing some bit of cleanness. Now we are going to begin our work now, but we are going to begin with Mr. Jesse. Mr. Jesse, you're welcome.
Even just making the bed, I don't do it. I have a house man.
Baby. Harry, your husband is calling you.
My husband does it pretty well. Let me.
Hey, baby, you're so talking, Lord.
Don't worry, now you're here. You're going to be fine.
You're welcome. Good morning once again.
Good morning, nurse.
Mr. Jesse, what brings you to the hospital today?
No, nurse. I've just haven't been feeling so fine. You know, I got this simple wound and yeah, it was small. It looked small, but it's taking too long to heal. It's been like almost, I don't know, like a month, and I don't know. My vision is not really so clear. I don't really see things so well. Yeah.
For how long has that taken place?
It's been going on for some time now.
Do you have headaches?
Not really, but I don't know if this is really connected to that. I feel so tired of late. I sweat a lot, you know. Yeah.
What's so good about that? But
And
what about
nurse, let me tell you. Do you know what he has not told you? I don't sleep nowadays. Every time I'm sitting on the right seat, you escort me, I want to go and pass through in it. I'm tired. Apart from that, bed issues. It's another problem. I don't know. It's not no longer functioning. I don't know what I should have to do.
Sorry about that. Sorry. But Mr. Jesse, don't worry, you're already in the hospital. From what you're trying to tell me and what Madame is emphasizing, it's like you might be having diabetes. Do you have any idea about diabetes?
I know, okay, I know sugar, it is sugar. That is what I know.
Yes, it's when there are high levels of sugar in the blood. The fact about it is that it cannot cure, but
But me, I've been faithful to my wife. That's STDs again.
So he's going to die.
no, it's not an STD.
But now it cannot cure.
It cannot cure, but it can be controlled. That is the good thing with it. But before I conclude that you have diabetes, I'm first going to prick your hand a bit. We test to find out your sugar levels. And we see whether they are matching with the signs that you're telling me, okay? Okay, thank you, Mr. Jesse. From the results that we are getting from the blood test and with what you're telling us, you have diabetes. But the good thing with it can be controlled. I think those wounds that you've developed, the complaints that Madame was bringing about are all coming as complications of diabetes. But you can really be helped when you take whatever we give you. Now we are going to give you drugs. We are going to put you on tablets. These drugs are going to help control your sugar level. They are going to maintain the sugar level to normal. And there are so many other things that you're going to do. When someone has diabetes, there are some foods that we are supposed to eat most. We have diabetic plate. Our diabetic plate will be similar to this. What you are supposed to have on your diabetic plate, half of your meal is supposed to be greens, okay? Then a quarter of the plate is supposed to be fruits. Then a quarter is supposed to be other foods. But this is the recommended food for you. This is millet flour. In case it's not there, you should not starve yourself. These other ones you can eat, but don't eat a lot of them. You can eat little of them, but greens shouldn't miss in your diet. This is one thing that you're going to take and you follow. That will help control your sugar level. Secondly, you're going to, like you told me, the kind of job that you're doing does not give you time to do a lot of exercises. This time you really have to do exercises. Sometimes you have to walk, you leave your car there, you have to walk or run. This time he's going to improve, I know, he promised me. Is it okay, Mr. Jesse?
We shall see.
Yeah, you have to do exercises. You don't have to put on tight shoes to prevent getting those wounds. Then you have to follow your medication. The drugs that we are giving you, you have to take them like we are telling you. If you do not follow whatever we tell you, you might develop even more other complications. You know, this diabetes can make you develop hypertension, it can make you develop heart problems, it can make you develop kidney problems. There are so many other complications that can come your way if this diabetes is not well controlled. So, Mr. Jesse, are you promising me with the support of your madam that you are going to follow whatever we are giving you?
Are you going to give me what I need to me? Or what to take it or what to do what? I don't know.
Okay, as concerns insulin, we have two types of diabetes. The other type of diabetes, they normally just treat it with the insulin. We have type 1 and type 2, but what Mr. Jesse is having is type 2 diabetes, whereby we are going to begin him on tablets, but if he controls it well, he will remain on tablets. If he does not control it well, at some moment, if the sugar level shoots very high, we are going to introduce him on insulin. But I think Mr. Jesse is going to follow whatever I've given him to help him with your support, and he might not reach to the level of using insulin.
I would help her.
Then another thing I would like you people to do for me, I know there might be many other people in the community they are showing such signs and symptoms. You're going to help me prevent them from developing complications. Another thing I forgot to tell you that you're going to help those friends outside there with is what things can lead someone to getting diabetes. You know, when you overeat fatty food, when your diet is not controlled, when you just eat and eat without even wasting any time, without doing exercises, you are always there on your TV with your remote after eating a lot of food, not having exercises. Those are the things that can predispose one to getting diabetes. So when you reach out there, you have to really help the community. You should be as an advocate now in the community to prevent people from getting diabetes, to prevent people from getting complications of diabetes. Then lastly, this diabetes will never kill you if you control it very well. Is it okay?
It is not fine.
Do you have questions for me? What have you not understood well?
That's whatever you have mentioned, that's life at home. I don't know. Have I developed diabetes?
But it's not showing signs like you were telling me.
Okay, thank you. Where is the dustbin? I'm going to throw even this one. I'm going to change. It is enough. I thought it is those things that were poor people.
You want to?
Okay, we shall change. We shall change. We shall change life. I am going to do all housework from today. No more sitting.
That will be good. Mr. Jesse, do you have more questions from me?
She will do housework. Will you wash my car, babe?
That's not housework. Okay, thank you, nurse. Thank you very much. You are so
you have to bring him back after 2 weeks.
Yes,
I
we are
will.
coming to review, we keep on checking, but in case there's any problem before the 2 weeks, you can still come back.
I will now.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you very
I
much.
just say thank you for coming. Thank you very much.
This is disease. You be careful.
That's your phone.
Okay, bye.
We've come to the end of our play. Thank you very much for watching.
Who was eating? Okay, I had no problem. So those are the causes that you saw. Then my colleagues, they are coming to tell you the parts they acted. We have Madame Scotia, who was acting as a nurse.
I acted as a nurse.
Thank you.
I'm communication innocent. I acted as a patient having those signs and symptoms.
I'm a poet, Jesse Stewart. I was acting as the person with the complications and living the unhealthy lifestyle.
Nimsima Macklin is acting as an advocate in the village.
Okay, thank you.
We are presenting about HIV/AIDS. It's an awareness and it's an education. We went outside to the community and we want to show you what happens really when we have gone to the community and we are sensitizing people about HIV and AIDS. So I want you to bear with us. We have, our thing is so much local because we are dealing with the community. You bear with us. We shall start by our first scene. Thank you.
I have to go to my garden and what about the time? Okay, this is gone. Put it up somewhere. I'm going to put this notice here for my members to come and see because even I don't know where to put it. Every time the LC one, every time the LC one, the LC one. All the time LC one, all the time LC one. Why don't you go to the LCP? All the time LC1, disturbing the LC1, even they don't give you money. I'm expecting you to come and do these things. These people are not serious. If I had studied, I was going to show them. You have to go to my garden and I have very many kids, 10 kids. I don't know why. I'm going to use for feeding them. Let me go to my garden because it is time. I have to go and read. I think my time is going to even take. This thing is going to take my time because I have to mobilize the thing, I have to go to the village, I have to call everyone, I have to organize them, I have to do what, the SE1, we just go.
Meeting? It's 12 p.m. Okay. Is the room number check?
Hello. Good morning. Yes, we're talking to you.
I am the public health officer from the Ministry of Health. We are calling to remind you of the letter that you received that tomorrow the meeting we shall be meeting your people.
Yes.
How far you have read all of them and you will be able to so that we can deliver information about HIV awareness and education.
Mobilize them.
Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now they have to go to organize this. There we go.
Hey, good morning, Mama Nyanda. Good morning, Mama. How are you? Where are you going? I'm going. You've not seen the poster? Where? People from Ministry of Health are coming. Others are from Lira Regional Referral Hospital. They're coming to teach us about HIV. My friend, you better have it. They're going to give us gifts. They're going to give me a mattress. You find me there. You find me there. Ah, yeah, okay.
All right, thank you, Chairman.
I have heard your message, and I've tried to mobilize the people around here. These are my people, and I think you're going to talk to them. They are very lovely.
Well, we can see.
There are so many. These people, Barako, they can go in them. They have things. But then some of them are still at school, some of them are working elsewhere. But these are the individuals that they have. So when you're going to deal with these people, being free, this is a good place. We have no insecurity, we have everything. So I'm going to start by introducing them to you. As you see these people, these are adults. But most of the kids are not there. So you expect that you're going to talk to the adults. Not the what? Not the kids. And maybe if you're going to talk to the kids, you're going to talk to the young ones. And then my people of Barakwa, I'm really so glad that you're here. Me as your LC when we stop here. I also have my wife, myself. I have my wife, but she's somewhat sick. But all the information that I'm going to get from here, I'm going to tell her. These are my people, and I'm going to work with you right now. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, people of Barakwa community.
Good morning, Doctor.
I'm called Dr. Fred. I work with the Lira Regional Hospital. I am by profession a lab attendant. We have come here just because there was an issue to sensitize the public concerning the outbreak, the high prevalence of HIV/AIDS. I did not move alone, but I came along with my colleague. I would wish him to introduce himself to the people such that we can go on. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Good afternoon, people. I'm Dr. Clifton from the Ministry of Health. I did medicine, but I have masters in public health. So we've been moving around the whole country, trying to sensitize people about the contagious HIV/AIDS disease. Okay. So has anyone heard of HIV before? No. Oh, sorry about that. So HIV. It is a virus which enters your body. It distracts your body defense cells, okay? It distracts your white blood cells. I don't know, but I'm sorry I'm using those terms. You will not be able to understand them. But in your body there are police cells which always fight against infections, okay? And they prevent you from getting cough, they prevent you from getting flu, they prevent you from getting fever. So when you get HIV, it infects your body and kills those cells. So you start getting infected by such infections, okay? How do you know that you have got HIV? That's when you start getting abrupt fever, you start getting flu, you start getting night sweats, you start getting cough. People always have persistent diarrhea, they always have rash. So when you realize you have such signs, you are always requested and encouraged to go to any nearest health center facility and you make a blood test. HIV lives in our blood. It lives in all other body fluids. For example, during sexual intercourse, there are fluids. And HIV is transmitted in those fluids. It can be transmitted from a man to a woman and also from a woman to a man. In case you go to a hospital and they use sharp objects such as needles or needle, which had been used on an infected patient, they will be transferring AIDS to you, okay? Also, what I need to remind you is that HIV/AIDS has no cure. So, but we have solutions on how we can improve your immunity for you to remain healthy, for you to be able to fight against the associated complications. Then I'm encouraging you, please, if you are not yet married, please abstain from unprotected sex. Abstain from all sorts of things that may lead you to capturing HIV, okay? Or if you are married, be faithful to your partner. That will help you from going everywhere, picking and seeking those who have HIV to infect you too. If you cannot control yourself, you can at least try to use condoms. Actually, I carried with me a sample of condoms. I have both male condoms and female condoms. This is an example of the female condoms, and we shall come back next time, and even out there when we shall be meeting you, we'll be showing you how to use them. And also we have the male condoms, okay? Male, please, we are requesting you, we have a counseling room outside there. We shall be able to give you full information about this. Then I request you, please, as we finish this session, we have organized very well. Make sure you know your status. It is very essential. AIDS has taken our brothers, AIDS has taken our sisters, our beloved friends. Please know your status and be able to come and join us so that we fight against HIV/AIDS, okay? Thank you very much for having listened to me. Is there anyone with questions? All right. Now.
Thank you very much, Doctor. My question is, when you test me and find when I'm HIV, what are you going to do for me? Because me, I feel like life will be the same.
Thank you very much for such a question. I like such people who ask questions. Any other questions so that I respond to them at once?
Yes, thank you, Doctor. Now you talked about condoms, and you saw the plastic, and it looks like a better. How do we do that?
Okay. Thank you very much. Now, I'm responding to the first plan. If you find you are HIV positive, we have measures. I told you it has not sure that is the sincerity, but we have drugs called the antiretroviral drugs, okay? These drugs help improve your body immune defense system so that it can be able to make sure that you fight against the associated infections such as flu, such as rash, such as cough, such as brown fever, so you'll be able to fight against such. Then condoms, actually, maybe let me try to show you. For the case of males, I have a female health worker outside there who will be able to help you. But for the case of men, this is how a condom looks like, okay? Then you hold it very well and let your genital, okay, the penis, you hold it and push it as you roll it slowly until it fits you. Please, if it can't fit you, then you should not use it because it will be increasing your chances of getting HIV. A condom is not very safe, but at least it improves your chances of limiting getting HIV. Okay? Thank you very much. We shall be bringing such more education about this later. Okay? Thank you very much.
Yes, we know. The things I don't get, I'll just chuck this man. I better be a jack. It will make no sense. You have got the HIV and no other reason for you to check. No. You with your HIV, you give your food.
You people, you're here.
Yeah,
what are you doing? They say that we have a great taste. Oh my God. Seriously, I want to tell you this. You know, the wife to the chairman. That she's ever there, and the doctor said she told us about these things. She's ever like. She's always running. Oh my God. When you
I don't have that man who has rashes all over.
You know what? So right now we really have to go and test and yeah. Please, I'm requesting you, I'm encouraging, please you have to come in and test us. If not, we shall all die of AIDS. if one of us have it, then it means all of us have it. So we have to it. All right, dear, see you there. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. Please have a seat. Yeah. It is very good. You come for HIV testing. Okay, thank you very much. It is really very good for you to know your status as the doctor has been encouraging us. And now I'm going to take your data, your personal information and your history so that I can send you to the health assistant and we will be able to test your blood and your results. Okay? What is your name? Okay. How old are you? Okay, very good. Do you have children? You're married, you have a husband? Have you come with him? Oh, okay, but you shall encourage you whenever you're coming for HIV testing, you shall come with him, okay? Can you talk to him and then cancel it? Okay, thank you very much. So I'm going to give you this form and then you check it with the doctor and check your
Oh, scholar. Thank you for coming. First of all, both of that, right? Yes. About the work at this place. So according to the form, the doctor has told you to take some blood sample. No, don't worry. You shall just use the finger. You just use your finger. So we shall do this. The process is not hard. It does not involve anything. I shall use this finger. We have to pass clean it. Don't worry. You just have to clean it and yeah. So we shall just prick small blood. No, it's fine. It's fine. Just relax. So I'll take this sample. Maybe you can wait from outside. Just call you after 1 minute. And then Scholar, what you can do? Just take this to the doctor. Yeah, just give the doctor that pill. Yeah, everything is done. Don't worry about it, everything is fine. No, don't worry. Everything is just fine. Right? Yeah, everything is fine.
Now, if you find your... Are you okay? Are you feeling okay? No, please, you should not read the message. It's not over your own head, okay? You should always try to avoid spray. So, I want to ask you one question. Can you find your HIV positive? What will you do? Oh dear, please, no. Being HIV positive does not mean death. Having HIV/AIDS like any other disease, it does not mean you're going to die. I've had very many people who have lived with HIV for even more than 30 years, but we've tried to help them, we've talked to them, we've relieved them both medically and socially. As I told you, we have some drugs which you'll be taking routinely, and if you take your drugs every day in time, you'll always be able to remain a little bit healthier than those who won't be taking drugs, okay? At actually, I had something to show you here. You see this lady? We've had very many people. You see this man? Yeah, this man, we found him in the hospital. He was terribly sick. He didn't know that he had HIV/AIDS, but it is simply because he did not know what he would do in case he found out that he had certain symptoms. So that's why we are coming out to teach you. Understand? You see this lady? She was terribly sick because she did not know what to do, okay? So that's why we are coming up right now and trying to tell you that since you've got this information near you, come and test so that we can give you drugs and help improve your immune defense system. No, it's just in case you're HIV positive, and you can still live with other people even if you have HIV/AIDS, okay? Alright. Now, what if you find your HIV negative? What will you do?
I'll give a testimony, but
oh, sorry. So, dear, I'm requesting you. You said you're married. Please always be faithful to your husband and don't go elsewhere like trying to seek your sexual intercourse because those are some of the ways through which you get HIV. Okay? So try to avoid all that, and I would wish to tell you, are you fine? Yeah, I want to tell you you are HIV negative. Yeah, thank you, but make sure please you keep yourself.
I'm going to bring my husband around.
Oh, wow. That's very good. I, V, HIV, but I, V, HIV, but my doctor, HIV, oh 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 my doctor, it's people I want to tell you, let's fight against HIV. It has killed our brothers and sisters. Let's fight against HIV. My doctor, ARV. My doctor, ARV.
Yeah, you see these people having signs of HIV. This is what they sound breaking.
I've been linking up with some from USA, Dr. Cherie. It's very good and it's very wonderful. It's very wonderful, not even only very wonderful, but very wonderful. Very soon. Do you know a contract? The contract? I know. Yes. They'll give us a contract. And in this contract, I will be earning millions. I then all your kind of problem with you. And of course, I communicated to her yesterday.
Customers come.
She was like, I didn't get to communicate with her. And so to communicate to someone in USA. Imagine me communicating to someone in USA. Same thing. Not trying like this.
Okay, that's a good deal to try tomorrow.
Yes.
But the money you're asking me for, I'm very sorry, I don't have any for you. I don't have money.
I'm not giving money. I'm giving money.
I don't have even a coin. There's nothing. I don't have any money. You have been drinking all your money. There's no way. You have to get money from them.
I don't think I'm going to be a forgotten. I want to go and buy
Very sorry, there's no money.
okay, if there's no money, let me arrange one of borrow from friends, or you go and get some time. So what I call yes.
I'm happy.
When you don't have money, get your just go. I think go.
Can't wait for them. I need money.
Okay.
Customers are good. I don't know what I do.
I will let you know what to do.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're just
That bar, this by one of the now I'm having the even in my hand like this.
Yes, customer. You're
Yeah.
just good.
Yeah.
Just good here. Everything is here, customer.
Very fine, 50,000.
That I know for you expensive, so relax.
50,000.
Yeah.
Equal 20,000.
Yes,
10,000. 50,000.
Yeah.
I think I'm on the
I know, that's why I've been waiting.
No, you
for what customers are getting this one.
I love you.
This one.
I'm not ready.
Have a seat.
What happened?
I feel like you're not busy.
Are you sick, doctor? I'm not sick, but I'm better.
I opened for you this one.
This is useful me.
Another time.
We are doing exams tomorrow on my customer. But no, don't mind. Let me pick up some. Which one?
Okay.
The man is not there. You're kidding me. There's no money. There's no money. You're not there. It's not
But then I really love you. You know that.
I knew.
Why don't you really take me?
I feel like you can do
Okay, let's take who can someone get my play? I don't even know what it is. Which one should I? Let me also give you some more, right? That's my mistake, by the way. You know what? This is the right. I've been waiting for you. All customers come there. Okay. That's my mistake, by the way. You have a right to see. You have a right to see. That's my but you know, it's like if I take drugs, then what are you going to write? Yes? When
Everything has finished. I don't know what it is outside there. Just at the risk.
Oh, business, you're taking you leave the gloves.
No. I have to put on gloves. I'm just trying to hide it. That's why I'm You must put your head properly. Hold your father properly.
I'm doing it, Nancy.
Now I'm going to clean, but it is a very big food. For me, I cannot switch it. Do you have money to go to the other thing?
Nurse, I'll tell you the whole story. Just do it for now.
So if I stitch, you can give me the money. Because this is a clinic, it is not a Barako Health Center. You know like that, it is a clinic, you see.
It is a clinic, yes.
Here they pay money.
I don't know this.
Again, you're saying you don't know. How don't you know?
Then this going, please.
It's not going.
You're going to be okay. Nancy, you're delaying and you're hurrying.
And if you're making me to hurry, this is a private clinic. You want me to hurry and I didn't have it. You'll be patient. It's not going. Put your head proper.
Nancy.
But if possible, I want to know. You have. Put the head proper.
Nancy, it's painful.
But first of all, I want to know. Do you know this is a private place? Your head was sitting down with people from Barako, they like free things. That's I'll tell you.
We shall negotiate.
I'm being slow, man. Now, I'm going to put some more. And tomorrow you come back again to pay, but the money, okay.
Then you're going to be okay.
All your father said, bro.
I'm doing so banana.
Which is not the time. Clean things are not there nowadays. When I just see here, all the women were running here, and I was helping. But now they don't pay the money here. I'm going to refuse helping them. Now I'll finish to clean your room. Do you know why you're here? Or you don't know?
Where am I?
You don't know where I'm going.
How did I reach here?
You don't know. I'll tell you. First touch your face.
Yeah.
Yes. What is that?
Huh?
What is there on your face?
That is that.
That is that. Now, you tell me what happened. What happened? You saw.
For me, I don't know.
You bring somebody you don't know. Is your father?
It's my father.
And where is your mother?
You know, Nancy, for me, I was at school, then I came back, and I found mommy, and then they were quarreling.
About what?
I don't know, for me, I don't know.
About the work. Is there anything even looking like a hen in your home? That's why I'm saying to bring my money.
Nice. Our home. Maybe I'll do something in here.
I don't me, I'm doing my own work. I don't want to pay because I have to get money for my family. I don't want to employ anybody. This work is not mine.
How much is it?
It is 50,000.
Oh my good, what? 50 shillings, you're gonna
tell me my last Barako Health Center and came here. You know it is a much money. Where did he get for drinking? He can drink but he doesn't have for treating.
No, he
I'm back. I'm back. Dad is in the hospital. Do you know what they need? They need 50,000. I'm dead. Do you know 50,000 shillings? Uganda is not found, eh? And no, not Kenya. They need Ugandan shillings. 50,000. The other nurse. Do you know the other nurse wants men just cleaning the wound? I don't know. You know what I'm going to do? There's no money. I have an idea. We only have saucepans here. Maybe we sell them. You're not going to sell my saucepans. Remember your father picked my money 500 was the money first. Let him use that money for treatment. But now we are saving someone's life. My technique. He must have the cash on money. You mean Daddy has got some money? He picked my money. I had 500 but it disappeared. He's the one who picked it. Are you serious? Yes. He had the money. Don't tell me you don't love my dad. Please don't leave me alone. Don't leave me. Please, mommy, don't go. I cannot stay here. Let me go home. I'm suffering. 3 days, no eating, no what, everything. Your father. So you want to forsake me here? I'm leaving you here. Please, mommy, don't go. Let me not go. For your sake now, I'm not going to go. Oh, that's why I love you. But I'm not going to give that money. No, I'm not going. I'm going to give that money. Let him pick the money in store. And pay that. Let me not talk to them. Maybe Daddy has got some money. It's okay. But please don't go. I still love you. I'm not going. I like you. Okay. I'm not going anywhere. I'm back. Have you got it? Maybe I can explain. I'm good at explaining. You're going to understand nothing. Now you're good at explaining without money. Now, what is your problem? Did you bring him just to test me? You brought him to do what? I'm going to explain. You understand when I explain. Let's give me time to explain. Listen, are you seeing this? Can you read? You say you are at school. Yes. What is this? If I see alcohol on the body. What is that got to do with my dad? You've already mentioned of alcohol on the body. Yes. Now, you brought your father because of what? Okay, some small alcohol. Some small alcohol. Small becomes what? I was still on that. No, but small becomes what? It was not yet big, it was small. So your father already doesn't know even. You remember I said he didn't know even where it was. He's already having this. He's always forgetful. That is his nature. He's always forgetful. But it is alcohol. Yes. His nature. And then it is for the hair. That is actually a gland problem. They want to he has got some money. That's why he has got some money. When you can't even train my man, and you say he has got some money. No, I mean, you don't start my promise. Listen. Because if you don't listen, your father is going to get all these problems. I'm telling you. You're kidding me. I'm kidding you. What? Is it a kidding me? Now, there are people testing for hepatitis. Have you ever tested hepatitis? I've never tested for hepatitis. I'm saying hepatitis, the disease of the liver. It is brought by drinking alcohol. Have you heard? So if you continue drinking, you're going to get all these things here. Now, I've already told you everything. But what I'm remembering is the mother. Can you please listen to me so that maybe I'll come and wash some utensils of yours as you eat. Let me give you only today. But your LOC in this place told me you people are very bad. Give me 2 days. I'll have that. Not 2 days, 1 day. Now you go with your father. If you don't bring my money, I'm going to the LOC. That's why I always bring him here. You're so much. God bless you. God bless you. But remember the money and stop drinking alcohol. I'm going to pray that God give you mercy so that you have mercy on that. You're not. Now again you're saying I have mercy. No, I'm going to say but God be with you. Me, I come to this community. Please, mercy, don't leave me. Tell me how mercy. No, stop. Right now. No more drinking. No. I don't want to leave this community.
just coming into the work.
You're coming back to our one.
Mm.
Okay, I'll be back. Hey, do you think there is anything here?
Maybe they are going to wash some clothes.
So, she wanted the closet with the mat, with the bed, with the saucepan, with the cans.
Look there.
This, hey! Wait, Mama, I'm going to see that.
Look there.
I'm no longer at school. You're no longer working. Mom is not here. She went. And there's nothing to do here. What are you going to do?
But see, we have missed something. But see, what you are going to do, just follow her. Then, I'll try to tell you before. Of course, when because I know I believe now she has now explained that it is because of alcohol I do drink. Now when I'm reaching the compound, we start saying, hallelujah!
That would be good. The yes. Now saved you, no longer talking alcohol.
Yes, sir. Hallelujah!
Maybe you can go and find
Thank you for your time.
We are going to have a simple demonstration and we shall come to understand what drug compliance really is and the elements in drug compliance. Request for your attention. Thank you. You must understand drug compliance.
Surely you have to know about drug compliance. But what is it? What is drug compliance?
Okay, thank you very much, my dear. Don't worry. Drug compliance simply means the act of following interventions or guidelines made by a team of health professionals on how we can use drugs. For example, it includes how you are supposed to take drugs. Like some drugs may require you to take them after eating, take them after taking some milk, and so on. Thank you very much.
Then how can a poor man like me from a very poor background be able to take my drugs correctly?
No. Don't worry about that. You can break it.
And these are some of the ways that when you do comply with it or follow can make you take your drug correctly as required. When you go to a facility, before leaving any facility, please ensure you get proper information on the drug you are given to allow you to take your drug well. As you move home, please try to keep your drug next to your bedroom, such that whenever you get out, you remind yourself of taking your drug before going out. In your bedroom there, please try to keep your drugs in separate containers such that you avoid mixing these drugs, not to confuse you. As you take your drug and you see that there is tendency of forgetting, please, I urge you to get a treatment supporter who will remind you to be taking your drug from time to time as required by the personnel. Then, as you take your drug, in case you see any problem coming after starting to take this drug, please report back to your facility for help. And this will help you to take your drug as required by personnel. Thank you.
Oh, now I understand. But sometimes we fail to take our drugs as prescribed by the health workers. But why? Why?
Okay, it may be you fail to have treatment supporters. This one means failure to have someone who will always remind you of your medication. For example, you're a husband, you have to inform your wife about your medication so that sometimes she will help you take your medication regularly.
Oh, and sometimes the disease we suffer from does not even pain. We don't feel any pain. We don't see the essence. We don't see the reason why we need to continue taking medicine and taking our treatment all this long.
Okay, also, when you take medication and you get prompt relief, sometimes they bar you from completing your medication, or when the relief is longer, you fail to get faster relief, so will prevent you from getting or following your medication well.
And drugs are not as cheap at times. We don't have the money to buy them. We go to facilities and they ask us to buy drugs. But we don't have the money to buy drugs enough for us to finish the course. We buy 1, 2, or 3. But that does not mean that is the whole course of the medication.
Okay. Sometimes clients tend to share their medications or drug with others. So this will make that client not to complete the medication as prescribed by the medical health practitioners. So this will make him or her not get fully recovered from his or her condition.
And at times, when we reach to the health facilities, we don't understand. The doctors don't make us understand the reason why we have to take our medicine. So when we reach home, we take once or twice, and the effects of the drugs may be different. So we decide to relax on it because we have not understood the essence as to why we have to take those medicines.
Oh yes, that's it. And yet it's important for us to take our drug as prescribed by our health workers.
But for what reason?
Thank you for that concern. These are some of the reasons as to why we should take our drug correctly as we are instructed. When we take our drug correctly, we always improve faster from the condition that we have been identified suffering from. Not only that, when you take your drug correctly, you find that you have recovered from the problem that you were identified of. And it will also reduce the cost of buying this drug from time to time. And these diseases, when we get cure from them, also we are relieved of suffering from it from time to time, you know. When this drug, you don't take it well, these diseases, they stay longer with us. There are times that it can even progress, you know. It increases, the severity increases, and sometimes it also claims the life of people. So we need to take our drug well. Thank you.
Wow, that's amazing!
Amazing indeed, but you can face severe consequences if you don't take your drugs correctly.
What?
Just listen.
You can suffer consequences, I tell you. There are so many consequences that you can get when you don't take your drugs as required. You will waste a lot of money going here and there, treating the same sickness because you failed to finish the course. You will even develop other diseases that you might not have developed if you had finished your course very well. And the disease that might have been simple can progress and becomes more severe and even threaten your life. And it ends up killing you. And you realize that you shall have wasted time, money, and even threatened your life.
People, I tell you, we have
to comply.
Thank you very much, our members, for today's discussion. Today we were able to have a look at drug compliance, which we say it's a way of taking our drug or treatment correctly in a right way that we have been instructed. Today we also had a look at some of the ways that make one to at least take the treatment well. As we have stated, you have to understand reason as to why you're going to take this drug, how you should take it, and keep it well as you go home. You keep near where you can remind yourself all the time. And also when you tend to see that you can forget, you get a treatment supporter. And also when you get an outcome after starting taking this drug, you need to return to the facility for consultation and other assistance. And also as well, we saw that there is benefit of taking our drug well. That enables one to improve faster from a condition that have been identified of. It also reduces the cost of buying this drug from time to time. It also prevents us from getting that problem that will be recurrent, coming from time to time when we take our drugs well. At the same time, we have learned some of the factors that can make one forget to take the drug well as prescribed. We saw that once one has failed to get the reason as to why one should take drug, you can tend to ignore the treatment you are given. When you forget and you don't have a treatment supporter to remind you, you also forget. At times it is because of our poor economic status. When the drug is out of the facility and we are required to buy, we tend to buy very little amount of drug because of our financial problem. And we have seen that because of this, there are some of the problems that we do face. Well, our problem can also progress, making us to suffer from other conditions that we would have not even experienced if we are taking our drug well. Then we have also seen that when you don't take the full course of the drug, we tend to waste a lot of time and a lot of money buying this drug, because every time you're required to buy drug again for the same sickness. So for this matter, I'm urging you people, go and share with your neighbors what we have got from today's discussion. Let them know reasons as to why we should take drugs well and what other things we need to consider when we need to take our drugs well, so that the life of our people in the community is improved by taking drugs as required. Thank you. Next time when you are called upon, please come again so that we share more in other topics. Thank you very much.
A member of Group 5. My colleagues are Fiona Sandra, Omom Benedict, Ayeko Fred, Acheng Jackie. Our team project is concerning benefits of breastfeeding. But what is this we call breastfeeding? Breastfeeding is the giving of breast milk to babies and young children from their mothers. Our aims for this are to establish a positive attitude towards breastfeeding, to provide adequate nutrients to these babies and young children, and then to minimize complications that arise as a result of breastfeeding. Now, when all these aims are accomplished, the father, the mother, the babies we've talked about, and the society at large benefit. We have summarized the benefits of breastfeeding in an acronym, which is interestingly coming from the word breastfeeding itself. So I call upon you to watch the next episode as my colleagues come up to present you the benefits of breastfeeding.
B, for best for human use.
R, it's readily available.
E, it's economical.
A, antibodies available.
S stands for safe and sterile.
And T for temperature stability.
Breast milk is always fresh.
E is emotional bonding.
E, ever ready.
D means digested easily.
It's nutritional, and the nutrition is always adequate.
And I for immediately available.
T, it right is
Thank you very much. That is a summary of the benefits of breastfeeding to the baby, to the mother, to the father, and even to the society. We are going to have a role play that is going to tell us how to breastfeed and also still emphasize the importance of breastfeeding a baby, still to the mother, to the child, to the father, and also this is going to enable us to have a positive attitude towards breastfeeding. And we shall also see male involvement in breastfeeding. Thank you. Thank you. Papa, baby.
Yes, dear.
His daughter is over breastfeeding.
You know she's still young. She wants that attention.
I have plates to wash. I have to cook. I have to do very many things. You also breastfeed.
Just coming.
Oh, yes.
Hey, you're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Hey, these are the people from the hospital.
Are they the ones you're talking about yesterday?
Yes, dear.
Please have a seat.
I thought they would not come again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. Oh, thank you. How is this home?
Our home is fine.
We are happy to find you breastfeeding.
Thank you.
Actually, one of our duties why we have come to this place is to do a follow-up of our baby that is just passed from the hospital.
Hey.
To see how...
Hey, Henry, how are you? Yes, I'm okay. Hey, how are you?
Hey, you're welcome, neighbor.
You had a happy start.
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So you know each other?
We know each other.
Where?
Another thing I was speaking, I want to give my mother.
I also met these people in the hospital.
Okay. All right. Oh. Right now, the second.
Just wanted it like that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
The hospital is okay. You're welcome. It's
our village. It's called a village.
That's good. Yeah, we are happy to invite you.
I'm just measuring this collection.
You know, he stays just there.
Just down there.
Okay, that's good. You're welcome.
To the garden I had, I was talking about breast. Say, what is this breast?
You're welcome. I'm happy to introduce all of you to this program. Jackie is my colleague. We work together at the hospital.
I don't know.
She's my colleague at the hospital. She's called Jackie.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm happy to engage you into this program. We visited Fiona and his husband. She came back from the hospital to the baby. A nice baby like this. So, and we initiated breastfeeding immediately, and it was our duty to do a follow-up on them to see how they're doing at their home, how the baby is breastfeeding, whether the baby is enjoying and whether the mother is enjoying and the father. So that's why we come today. And we are happy to meet you here because we met here in the hospital the other time. You brought your wife for Antonia.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's now.
So you mean?
I think we're expecting a visit very soon.
About?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We shall be very happy if you bring your wife to live with us at the hospital so that we initiate breastfeeding immediately. And you're going to listen to the benefits of breastfeeding right now from this congregation that we have gathered.
That's why you are come?
That's why we're here.
Let me see.
Listen carefully. So, Fiona, we are happy to be here.
I'm also happy you're come.
Thank you. We are happy that we got to breastfeeding.
I always breastfeed. This guy is always crying for me.
That's good. We appreciate that you came to deliver with us in the hospital. And we also appreciate your husband, who brought you to the hospital and took care of you.
This dear is very caring.
Yeah. And now,
perhaps we are caring.
We are happy that the baby is breastfeeding, right? When you're breastfeeding your baby, there are some things that you should get to know, such that you benefit, your baby benefit, and the community as well benefits.
But I'm breastfeeding.
Yes, right, you're breastfeeding. But I want to tell you some few things that you must know within yourself, such that the baby benefits very well. One is, you mother, when you're sitting, you need to sit in a position that will not give you any complaint. You're supposed to sit like the mat that you have, and then you have where you can kneel on, so that you don't have backache for yourself.
Sweetheart.
Yes,
Do
dear.
you remember since last week I've been telling you my back is paining? Is it because of the way I sit?
Now you see, that's one of
That be the cause of her problem.
Exactly, that's one of the complaints that we not want mothers to complain when they are breastfeeding.
Let me bend in right now.
Now you need to wash your breast, and then you take your baby to breastfeed. So that you avoid an infection that will go to the baby through your breast. Yeah? You wash your hand, wash the breast, and then you sit down to breastfeed your baby. Now, then the other thing is positioning your baby in breastfeeding. What you need to know as a mother is, you sit comfortably, you hold your baby by your hand. Get to know that the baby's head, the baby's shoulder, and the baby's legs are in line in a way that the baby's head is at your elbow joint. Then the baby sits on the palm of your hand, just like the way I am. You see my hand?
I do my hands like this.
Yes. Then you put the baby on your hand.
Like this?
Yes.
This one can urinate anytime.
No, that's okay. That's a blessing from the baby. And then this hand is just free to hold your breast and direct onto the baby's mouth.
Now see my way she's smiling.
Exactly. That's what you're supposed to do.
This one looks like me.
That's okay. And then the other thing is, your eyes should be in touch with the baby. Look at your baby looks at you. But this one helps you to get to understand that the breast, your nipple is in the baby's mouth. And all the milk is going into the baby's mouth. And then also helps you to check that the nostrils for the baby are not blocked by your breast.
Like right now.
Like right now. And then also helps your baby to look at you and enjoy it. You see, when you do that, you see that your baby smiles, you do smile, and you see the baby playing with you. You get to know that your baby is enjoying breast milk.
So, if I'm not looking at her, that is why sometimes she can cry and refuse to breastfeed.
The baby will just breastfeed like another person who is eating but will not be comfortable and will not be happy. But if you smile to your baby when you breastfeed, the baby will feel that really, I'm with my mother. I'm with someone who cares for me.
Point is taken.
Yes, and then if you do that, you will have a lot of benefits. You, the baby also will benefit, your husband will benefit, this whole community will benefit, even including my comrade who is expecting the baby very soon. Now he has had some information, and I know he has a lot that is going to speak to us about.
His wife is even my friend. I'll tell her.
That's very good. And now, before we go anything further, I came with my colleague Jackie, and she's going to tell you some of the benefits if you do what I've just told you. Please, Jackie, can you speak to our friends?
This is very good. You have advantages of feeding your baby, the benefits that you get, your husband will get, and the community will get, and the baby will get. Some of them, it is cheap. Cheap means that you don't have to buy. It is ready and it is safe.
But I remember before I left the hospital, you said I should give the baby breast milk for 6 months. But today, my mother also told me, every time my baby is overcrying, that means that there are some worms in the stomach. If I put water or tomatoes in her mouth, she's going to become fine. Shouldn't I give her that one also?
No, watch. Look at this, Fiona. When you give birth, your baby, you need to keep on breastfeeding every time. The more you continue to breastfeed your baby, the more milk is produced in your body. But if you only breastfeed your baby for a few minutes, your breast will also disappear. See? So you need to keep on breastfeeding your baby much more frequently, so that much of the breast goes to your baby. And the breast milk in that breast is absolutely enough for your baby for 6 months. Don't give the baby any other food from anywhere.
So that's
exactly. Jackie has told you this milk is very cheap. If you just breastfeed your baby, you will save your money. You will not go on buying other feeds for the baby, and yet this milk is just enough for you. You will use that money for other developments within your home. You can buy your car, you can expand your land.
In this village, a car.
Yes. It is possible you can be unique.
Yeah, in fact, I think we shall be able to buy a new bicycle.
Yes.
You see now the plans your husband has.
You will not spend money buying medicine for the baby because the baby will cry.
Why will the baby cry?
Yes, that's a good question. The baby will really fall sick because you also get the antibodies that will from you. So And the other thing, the first step that a baby goes.
It helps the baby's to work very well.
But now, how many times will I breastfeed instead with all the breast milk and nothing else?
Your baby should breastfeed as many times as possible. But make sure your baby breastfeeds between 8 to 12 hours in a day. Let the baby enjoy breast milk. Don't limit your breastfeeding your baby all the time. Even at night. And your baby will grow very healthy. All the nutrients will be in your baby. Your baby will be very wise at school, will be very bright, and the baby's brain will grow very well.
Baba Natasha,
yes.
I have to eat a lot. The way these people are saying, breast milk a lot, that means I have to eat.
Yes, you have to. And from today onwards, if that is the case, I'm going to be helping with some of the house chores.
Oh,
that's very good.
Heaven sent.
Yes. That's very good. Yes.
There's no problem. My husband is helping me. I cannot breastfeed as long as I want, as long as the baby also wants.
That's encouraging. Is there any other way that
Yes, neighbor.
I need to go.
You want to go and check the other garden?
At least I've had enough.
Yes, yes, Doctor.
Thank you for
yes.
coming.
By the way, what have you heard from this discussion? You know, you were going to the garden and you got
I have breast, I have to branch.
Yes.
No. My wife is pregnant.
Yes.
And I know very soon I'm going to have a baby.
Yes. You told me tomorrow you're going to have a baby. And bring your wife to the hospital and leave her from there. Yes.
But now, thank you for my support. I will tell my mother to really know how to breastfeed. I don't know the best one. Yes. I'm not spending money on sickness. Secondly, first of all, even the other boy of mine, you know her, Junior.
Yes, Junior.
Senior too. Has never gone. Senior.
What happened to you? Did you deliver that baby at
He's
the
never
hospital?
failing. He's never failing. Paying school fees.
Doctor said that means the brain did not develop.
I remember your wife never came to the hospital. Now this second pregnancy, let her come to the hospital so that we initiate breastfeeding immediately. And the brain for the baby will work very well.
I'll bring her myself.
And remember that breast milk is being produced by the mother when she's still pregnant. So that milk will be there for you.
No, I will tell her. I'm dying bad. You know, birds are finishing my life.
Okay.
Can you go and check?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Morocco.
Okay. Aya. Go well.
All right.
Hey, I come and it's good the living.
Oh, okay.
When we are okay now.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
And breastfeeding actually is a very important aspect in the care of the baby and children. So we need to embrace it. We need to encourage our mothers to really do breastfeeding. It has really changed the attention of the world. That's why they schedule every year they celebrate what they call the World Breastfeeding Week, and it's always scheduled in August, which the theme for this year is about caring for mothers. Allow me to read the beats. The theme for this day, this year's celebration for World Breastfeeding Week is starting on 1st to 7th of August. The theme is about a global movement for action to promote, protect, and support breastfeeding by anyone, anywhere, and at any time. Only by working together, we can make the change we need. That is the message I have for you. Colleagues, let's all
Join
together and we support breastfeeding.
I'm Sarah, okay? We are going to present on hygiene and sanitation awareness and education. Our group members are we are going to have two scenarios. The first one will be a postnatal mother who has just delivered. The previous day is due for discharge and is going to get an education session, and is also going to show us how she's going to dispose of her parts and also the baby's pampers. Then in the second scenario, we are going to see how they are going to carry out hand washing. Thank you. Even me, I want to go home. You're already feeling lazy. You're really fine. The baby is okay. You're going to bathe. Let me pack our things as we wait for the nurse to come. Then we shall go.
I'm even having a back ache.
Hello.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
We saw you're welcome. Thank you for coming. We are happy to see you. Thank you for helping us yesterday. Yes.
Maybe you pass out to her.
Okay, then you come to go home. Our things are ready for going home, by the way.
Remember, you're just here from yesterday.
I want to go.
You're not going today.
I can't wait to go home.
Now, before you go home, I'm not saying, you still remember?
Yes, I do. You helped me out with that one.
I remember you very well. You helped us. Yes, it was a difficult delivery.
So, since you said you want to go home, there are some things that you need to do. I need to share with you. It is a package that you're going to see from home.
I feel like what now?
It's about hygiene and sanitation. If I say like that, you understand?
Hygiene, keeping myself clean, and my child.
Yes, you have to take care of her when so that she does not get any problem.
Okay, that is our task. That's one task. Before you go home, you have to encourage you to do it. As you say, it is about cleaning yourself and taking care of yourself. I must encourage you to continue. Alright? The dedication you are given is okay. And before I start buying everything, have you paid this morning?
I'm yet to shop because we have to leave.
Hey, that's wonderful. You even know what I'm going to tell you. Before, when you get up in the morning, since you have just delivered to school, to run, you remember to go and take your bath. After bathing from there, you come back and you change the water. You must have already disposed the soil pan. Like before I can go there, what are you using?
Sometimes when I have money, I buy oils. But if I don't have, I use the pieces of clothes my mother provides.
Okay, now right now what are you?
Right now, I'm using the piece of clothes.
And also we are having some few parts that we are left with, which can also help her. Like for going at home, even a piece of clothes can fall on the way, so we are going to use the parts. Thank you.
Now, know how to think about the small children.
Let me start from according to our culture, when you give birth, those pieces of cloth which are soiled, we don't dispose them in the that we share with the home members. We take them to the bush. It's where I ease myself from, everything from there. Not where people from home use.
Yeah, that's when you have just delivered.
Yes.
But that is the right thing you want to do. Take it from the school now. When you deliver like this, you have to dispose them when they are now very happy now.
No, that is an abomination.
Now tell me the right thing. Tell me the right thing. It is good that you understand putting them in the bush. Because you want people from there, if you dispose them in the toilet, infect them. But I'm not telling you the right thing. When you go home, you better tell yourself that if you what you are using the piece of cloth, put in the bucket, wash them thoroughly, and spread them in the sun so that the microorganisms can go out. Then from there, when you come back, make sure you fold them where everything is right. You fold them when you are from the side. And keep them for the next use. And if you are using this fast, don't even throw them away. You collect them, take them to the big like that. And then if you want to use yourself, you still need to use the water, the reaction. Don't dispose your waste anyhow. Even the children at home, they have to be before those working in the instead you have a very young one, the bit like me, you pick the one that's there. You see, you have been here in the world, like you utilize this picture. The first picture, Mama, what is she doing?
Which one? This one is the first one. I'm seeing somebody is washing their hands.
That is washing hands. Every time you feel the hand is that. And if you want to eat food, you wash it.
Even me, I should wash the hands if I carry the baby and if I change the pampers.
Of course, that is what I'm really now telling you.
Okay.
So, change the pampers, make sure you wash it.
I'm going to do that right now.
Very good.
Thank you.
And the next picture there, Mom, you said the first one is baby. Very good. That's what I'm expecting you to be doing. You should be bathing. And in that picture, we are missing only the demarcation for the shelter where you should be, but not in the bush. That one is in the bathroom. And this picture, I'm telling you, if in the toilet, don't spread those pieces everywhere. Otherwise, you're going to respect yourself.
Nurse is very true. In the community, I've seen people defecating, but we are going to take your advice and also tell them to do the same.
Especially Mama Davis.
It's very easy.
Now you are going to be my advocate, and when they are pregnant, you encourage yourself to come and get this very one. If you come back from the bathroom, come like that, look nice. Because when you have just delivered, people say, it has become my God. So if you don't come here, you have to keep yourself clean, your body, even wash your clothes, the baby's clothes. If you are washing them, after washing, you need to spray them in the water. Don't just spray them on the grass, otherwise they jump and still again get the access to their clothes.
But sometimes the wire is not enough, and I have to use the ground.
No, not anymore.
Like if we use the ground, can we also iron?
It is very good. If you maybe the wire is full, you can just go pick them and make sure you iron them. Iron box.
We have it.
That's good. Remember also, when you get this guy, check the care of the wife. It is very sensitive. The microphone that is my message. Any questions?
Nance, I don't have any question. As I told you, I want to go home. I can't wait to take my baby at home. So, Mama, help me.
I better go and change your clothes so that you don't have problems on the way. You check the things are in the bag. As you're going, let me also bathe the baby so that we can be ready to go home.
Mama, do you think we have any pads? And I think even all the clothes we have, they are weight.
The last one you used was for yesterday.
Yeah, now what are we going to do?
No, are you having something?
No, man, don't mind. Actually, I have a packet for you. That's what I'm not telling you. Just do me a favor. After changing them, put them in the picture. And don't just disturb them in the okay. If in case you get things,
that is
thank you so much, Nance. Thank you. I'll use this one very well.
I will get the husband to buy more. My son is very good.
Now you bench and remember, this morning
I'm going to change. Oh, the baby has cuckoo. But is this one a normal stool?
It's a normal. Okay. Remember when you bathe them, water you
but we are just bathing the baby, so I'm going to only bathe the bottle and I change the pampers.
Okay.
Hey, you're seeing what I'm doing. When the baby has defecated, don't change the pampers or you don't change another piece of cloth just like that. But you have to
You
wait.
have Mama.
Okay, fine.
You
take
remember
your
you
hair.
have to hear this one very well.
Yes. But before you dress up, you go and discard this one.
Okay, no, that's what we are going to wash.
No, there is a pampers inside. We are going to wash this one. There is a pampers inside. You discard
Support
it.
your baby's head.
Hold the baby's head.
You're going to let your baby's neck get broken.
Yes, I have. I've got that message. I'll never forget what you are.
Use me also. We share the one. Yes.
Don't you have another story?
That one is Thank you very much.
Let's see where forget there. You want to come back again.
Okay, we can bye.
Thank you.
Dispose them in the right place. Yeah, so as to make the environment clean and emphasize good sanitation of the school and the environment.
All right. Thank you, Joseph. All right. You're done.
On hygiene and sanitation awareness, we have seen good disposal of waste. We have also seen unwashing and disposal of the baby's pampers and stool, whatever it is. And we have also seen how the health worker was giving health education on the hygiene and sanitation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm going to add something very brief about breast cancer. We know it's something that's very prevalent in our society right now. It is claiming a lot of lives, and we need great awareness, right? Kapola breast, as we know.
I'm going to act as the one who Mr. Emily James. I'm Makawa Elena, health worker.
I'm Jensen, you? One of the rich man around.
My name is Stella, and I'm going to be his wife. You're going to be his wife? Okay.
Oh my God.
Just pregnant. That's why.
I don't even have that. But my husband wants to come, right? I think he will bring the data. He'll bring the whole data you want. So I have not to worry. Yeah. Oh, you've come. You're welcome.
My dear, so sorry, but I don't like it. Thank you. How was your
Has been good, but I'm so I had to wash car
cups, I had to wash clothes.
So then, you see, the other time I remember I told you, right now, you're supposed to do it. But anyway, so I thought you were going to send someone but it's like I just forgot. The part of you there, tomorrow we're going to do the same. And I even cook, you're not supposed to cook, okay? So I don't know whether you know cook. That's good. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
And also, you brought me this one. So that one is there.
Get finished.
First keep that high, first take this. That's one. And how you are being brave, but that thing is not impressing me. I want to keep you when you grow very big, you know. And you'll just grow big like the other angel. You remember when we went to you? Or your sister's marriage? There's the other aunt of yours who was very fat and they were respecting her. You remember? There's this lady here, the other aunt who later on, I heard that she was having some problem with the breast. And they later on, remember, I want to be big like her. You see how they were respecting her? That is what I want.
I have to become fat.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. And I will sort of I'll think where you are for my work. But as I go, I should not get you doing anything, right? For you, just be there when you get tired of watching, go and sleep. Okay? Don't do anything until you was late. In fact, what you will only do is just to go and bathe.
A rich man's wife, can you imagine?
Slowly when you're going to bed, okay? That's it. And I feel like I should first go back.
Hey, you're going back?
I'm going for, in fact, my friends are waiting for me. There's something happening.
But last time I told you that we had to go back for an event together.
What's it again?
You have to go to the clinic.
Don't these people know that I'm very busy? You know, for me, every time
The midwives were so rude at me last time when I went there.
What's wrong with you? Don't they know that you're my housewife? You're not my housewife. My housewife. Hi, I am there. What you do? When you go there, well then they fear lawyers and policemen because the other day one was trapped stealing drugs. Tell them my husband is a lawyer. I have gone to work, so he's unable. They will respect you, okay? Don't mind, we just go and go.
Yes.
Of course, you know, when I go there, they will know me, they know that I am rich, they will be like, hey, want money from us. That is it.
You know them, they like a lot of money.
That
when
is
they
it.
say rich person, they will be like,
They will bring all
the
the money
boss
they
has
have.
come.
Just tell them the policeman he has gone, and he may not have time to come. That's what he told me.
I have my baby.
It's okay. Just go. Just go and come. Thank you so
that's good. I also just come back from right now. Having some more time with my baby. Would you be able to start it for me tomorrow very early? Because I don't think I'll be able to make it that early. Yeah, my wife has issues and I have fresh actually before coming outside. So I think I'll come around. Okay? Are you sure you can do that? Oh, thank you. I'll be grateful. Wow, that's nice. Okay, we meet. Yeah, this is so right. You're very outside.
I know, I had a caring husband I was looking for.
So, what time is it?
So I think we're going to start here walking from 9 to 8.
You mean we are going to walk that place?
You don't have to do exercise. You simply go there, but they will reach there. You won't be having enough exercise. So tomorrow we shall start around 9 a.m.
It's okay.
You're very That's good.
genetic. Maybe your parents had it, maybe your grannies, so you might end up by inheriting it. Okay? It can be due to exposure of radiations. Maybe one day we X-ray all of the anatomy, which will affect your chest, and we are trying to go for X-ray of the chest. Okay? It can be due to lack of exercise. Okay? It can also be due to obesity. When you overeat, like for example, pork, it becomes fat. Okay? It can also cause cancer. Age. Because the fact says that in advanced age, in elderly, there are more causes to get cancer compared to the young ones. Understood? Even over drinking, smoking is very dangerous. It can also progress into cancer. Any question? The causes? No. Okay. That's good. Who could tell us why one could suspect that she is having the breast cancer?
Did you say why or how? You didn't get you.
I say, can anyone tell us the signs which can make you suspect that you have cancer of the breast?
If your breast starts to become bigger, when your breast becomes so dark, like a caveira of 200.
All those answers are what? They are correct. But generally, somebody who be suspecting breast cancer, when you touch your breast, you feel a mass which is irregular and painless. Okay? Then just substitute and you run very fast to the center. Okay? It might be discharge of the, it can be abnormal discharge through the nipple. Okay? That one also will rush very fast to the health center. Okay? It can be maybe the wound which has overstayed on the breast. Also that one we have to run very fast to the health center. Okay? It can be any swelling around the armpit. Okay? So also those one you have to query why it is happening in that way. Understood? Any questions? It's okay. Before I say that I'm going to present what happened. Let us teach you how to examine yourself. Because as you go back home, I expect you to be examining yourself so that you detect those abnormalities and you come back to the hospital. Okay? So every day you have to do it. Later you can be in the bedroom or you are showering. You have to relax. You look at I'm going to demonstrate. You can lift your one arm like this, or you can relax and you hold your waist. So you have to start from the armpit. Then you move around, okay? Clockwise. You rotate, you move slowly while you're pressing the breast. Okay? Then finally you press the nipple inside. Okay? So from there again you change to the other side, you do the same. And you have to do it daily because you never know, maybe yesterday you did it but you have missed it out. But when you do it daily, at least can make you get what you missed yesterday. Is it okay? So we have understood. So now we are going on. Yeah, there's something. A nipple is this thing which is pointing on your address and it is being covered with dark color. Okay? So it is supposed to be pointing like this. No, not being in a depression. Okay? That's why I said when there is a depression, you just know that there is a problem. It's not supposed to be circular. It's supposed to be pointing. done demonstration of how you can your breast when you're at home. So what did I say? After pausing, yes. After that, slowly. Okay? Start moving slowly on the breast, breathing. Rotate, 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 rotate. Finally, up where? Finally, open the nipple. That's good. So, thank you very much for listening. And as now we are going into pressing your abdomen, you have to follow the tangent because you keep it in the room where we are going to press your abdomen and you make sure you keep the tangent. Because every day we have different topics to talk about. So the following topics will be about the breastfeeding because you are almost delivering. So you have to know how to breastfeed that coming baby. Is it okay? Any question? So, next time, come now.
There was something very brief about breast cancer, because we know it's growing prevalence within women today. Now, if you were critical enough, we were able to realize that in our play, there were two different families with totally contrasting lifestyles. One family was this high-class family. They don't exercise. They are actually drug addicts, and all those predispose them to cancer. Okay? Now there is one that the wife was actually very active. She was living a healthy life and trying to minimize cases of what? Breast cancer. Now, with cancer, there is no known cause that you can actually zero down to, but most of them are just predispositions. The combination of many can cause the cancer. So mainly, that's what we had to present to you about breast cancer.